Hey traders, it's Jason with Jenkins Risk Management. Just doing a post-Fed update here. Pretty good move back on the euro, and obviously the dollar's come off. So this is a clear level. We've been talking about 117 for a while. This is our view. This is what the market's doing. This is what the long-term cycle's doing, and that is it's potentially you're going to see a monthly cycle start to roll over. This is a very long-term cycle, and I don't want to flip to the monthly chart, but essentially the euro has been in an up cycle for the entire year. So that's how long these monthly cycles run. But you're very high within the cycle. So we've been playing this on the short side, a core short. That's a longer term position. Core short we hold overnight, several weeks, several months. But this is the intermediate term chart. So here, what's important is that this has been in an uptrend, making higher lows. And you can see that the higher lows here continue to hold right around 117. So 117 has been the bottom of the intermediate term range. 119 has been the top of the intermediate term range. So in order to really turn this back bearish for the intermediate term, we had to crack, and I wanted to see a daily close below 117, and that hasn't happened yet. So that doesn't mean that this is bullish, just means that it's not quite ready. So we've been trading this around. I mean, we've made sales here, covered, shorting again with the top of the cycle here. We covered really well yesterday, and then that allowed us to come in and short today, and we covered into this exact same spot. We pretty much sold the high, covered the low this morning. And we're doing that on different time frames. So I actually resold what I covered this morning. You can see this on the 30-minute chart a little bit easier. But this is good trading. So we were covering yesterday. We came in this morning, went short with the 30-minute cycle. We covered into these lows. We actually bounced, reshorted again on the bounce. I'll show you on the smaller time frame. And then covered into these lows. All right. After the Fed, boom, reshorting again. So this level right here is kind of in the middle of the range now. Okay, so I just reshorted what I covered here, which was pretty much 95% of my core short, maybe closer to 98%. So I have a lot of room to short more up in this area, and that's the plan. Okay, back into this zone. So still playing a core short longer term. You can see how the pie lines all started to roll over. It's just we're not quite ready to get through this 117 level. What that looked like here on the near term, this was us shorting the bounce we had after the initial move down, shorting, covering into the lows, and then trailing out here below 117. You can see these are our calls, so a pretty good day on the euro again today. What else did we do today? So this is us covering into the lows. That was our signal. Oh, we were trading around. Oh, this is fives. Let's just stick to currencies. So here's us real-time alerts in the the prop room covering. But then we did the same here on euro yen, or euro pound, excuse me. So when we flip over to that chart, it's been more of the same. So you get the rips. We want to be short. We sold into the high this morning. These are our last couple core trades or signals, right? Short, our average was down here. Starting to cover a little bit, covered at the average, re-short, brought the average up here, sold into this pop this morning, and then got a nice flush, came out of that this morning on the core side, and then I put out, I mean, you can see here I covered 8 million, and I just put 2 back out this afternoon, so now my average is back over here. But this is how you want to trade around a core position, and we still think we're high within the long-term range, so I'm selling euros and I'd rather buy pounds, and we're just trading it around. And then if you want to just touch on a couple of the dollar pairs. Big picture, we've seen dollar Swissy hold the weekly level, our weekly pie line right here, this blue dashed line. So I think that's going to hold in place. As long as we're above these lows, I'm going to play this on the long side, just like we're playing euro on the short side. Obviously, that's kind of the inverse trade. When we look at the other pairs like dollar CAD, same thing. I mean, we were buying here into the low. Okay, took some off, rebought into the double bottom, and then this was a nice trade. We were coming out later in the week, and then I just rebought in back here at pi on this dip. So can we go lower? Yes, but we'll work the position back towards 125. And again, my risk is going to be below this double bottom low. And then same on dollar yen. Right, if you bought well earlier in the week, we've been coming out of some, and now we put some risk back on long. It's the same thinking there. So that's how we're going to play it. Is thinking, whoops, if you can see, thinking this way. And then on the euro, it's the opposite. We're thinking bearish still. Euro pound, euro dollar, and then playing dollar Swissy, dollar yen, dollar CAD this way. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to some of you in the morning. Hope that helped. Have a great rest of your night.